To me, the concept of an AGM is incredibly important and one which I'd fight very hard to maintain, even though it's understood that with all the electronic things that are now able to be used, that actually physically getting together is not as important. An annual general meeting is the annual get-together between the shareholders and the directors and the company generally. It's an incredibly important event. It is the annual coming together where the shareholders can see who the directors are, actually personally see them, where they can listen when they're being re-elected, what they have to say and who they are, and where they can ask questions in relation to the resolutions before the meeting and give their general opinions. The board has asked for numbers to be done and for this to be looked into.
Was there anything else on Royal Commission you wanted to go through, David?
No, I was happy with what you've got there.
Okay.
An annual general meeting is a really important part of any company or public company's calendar. It goes back to a very simple sort of democratic process. These are the owners of the company, and it's quite right that we are accountable to them, and we should do so in a very public way. We invite all shareholders to come. It doesn't matter how many shares they own, whether it's 1 share or 1 million, they come and they're all equal and they're able to ask questions of the board members and understand how the company is going and what it's thinking about in the future. We make balanced decisions. We think about multiple stakeholders, including local communities. We shouldn't presume that people actually understand where franking credits come from. The reality is when we're getting questions from the audience, they're reflective of what the community is thinking. And it's sometimes easy for us going about our day jobs just to forget that. These are just members of the community. Mums and dads, grandparents, all sorts of people with all sorts of backgrounds, and they're coming in telling you what's on their mind and their concerns and hopes for ANZ, and that's a totally reasonable thing to be doing.
Ladies and gentlemen, my name is David Gonski and I welcome you to the 2019 Annual General Meeting.
We remain committed to supporting our customers' social, environmental and economically sustainable initiatives. Okay, so we've just finished the AGM. It's probably one of the longer ones we've had. We're up here in Brisbane. A lot of customers wanted to talk about climate change and the impact that it's having on the bank and what are we doing about it. So they're really interested in the sustainability goals that we've put out there to the public. They loved that and they wanted some more details on that. So that I would say was probably 60 or 70% of the meeting was around those broad climate change issues. The dialogue was polite. People asked good questions from both sides of the issue. Other than that, I would say the questions were really to do with the risks that the bank is taking and some sense of the economy being a bit slow. What does that mean? Got questions on quantitative easing, got questions on low interest rates. So all in all, it was a valuable investment of time of the board, and it's a good way for us to finish the year and really contemplate how we're going to make the bank stronger in 2020.
I think the meeting was good. I think everybody who wanted to have their say was given their say, and that's very important to me. Some of the contributions were excellent. A lot of people giving different views on everything from diversity to climate change to our policies on various matters. So it was edification for both the board and I hope for the shareholders. Finally, I'd have to say that I was very pleased with the voting. It showed that our policies are working and was acceptable to our shareholders, and we're only there for our shareholders and our stakeholders generally.